In the quiet suburbs of our existence, we like to believe we are the masters of the house. We have explored the rusty wasteland of Mars. We have peeked through the sapphire veil of Neptune. We have even touched the toxic heart of Pluto at the very edge of the dark. But beyond the final lighthouse of our sun, there is a boundary line where the rules of our solar system simply end. Past the shattered graveyard of the Oort Cloud, there is a place wrapped in eternal darkness. A place where the sun is no longer a bringer of life, but merely a distant, flickering star, lost in a sea of obsidian. Out here, in the absolute abyss, there is a ghost. It is a small, battered machine, built with the technology of a forgotten era, carrying the voices of 1 billion people who are mostly now dead. We call it Voyager 1. To the engineers who built it, it was a triumph. To the scientists who listen for its heartbeat, it is a lonely messenger. But in the cold, unblinking eyes of the cosmos, it is something else. Voyager 1 is a mechanical corpse that refuses to stop walking. It is a one-way gate to forever. Today, we follow the final journey of humanity's furthest emissary. We step out of the light and into the great deafening silence to find out, where is Voyager 1 now? To understand where Voyager 1 is, you have to understand the violence it escaped. For 47 years, this machine has been running away from us. It survived the screaming radiation of Jupiter, a failed star that bombards its surroundings with lethal radio waves. It bypassed the Lord of Chaos, Saturn, witnessing the scattered guts of moons shredded by a gravity so cruel it uses their remains as jewelry, while its twin, Voyager 2, went on to witness the planetary crime scene of Uranus and the supersonic gales of Neptune. Voyager 1 took a different path. It was flung upward, out of the plane of the planets into the invisible fire of the solar wind. For decades, it traveled through the heliosphere, the protective bubble created by our sun. But in August 2012, something happened that had never happened in the history of our species. Voyager 1 reached the heliopause. It reached the border of the monster. This is the place where the sun's breath finally fails. Voyager 1 felt the solar wind drop to zero. It felt the pressure of the abyss pushing back. It crossed the event horizon of our solar system, a line from which it can never return. It became the first human object to enter interstellar space. It left the garden and entered the dark, dangerous forest. Imagine being on board Voyager 1 right now. Most people ask what you would see. The answer is almost nothing. You are currently 15 billion miles away from home. At this distance, the sun has transformed from a blinding god into a tiny, weak blue marble. It provides light, but no comfort. It is hundreds of times dimmer than a cloudy afternoon on Earth. The unnatural silence is absolute. On Mars, sound doesn't travel well. Here, in the vacuum of the interstellar abyss, sound is a mathematical ghost. You are drifting through a sea of obsidian at 38,000 miles per hour. Yet because there is nothing nearby to pass, you feel as though you are frozen in time. The temperature around you has collapsed to near absolute zero. It is a cryo chamber that makes the night side of Mercury look like a pizza oven. Your only companion is the faint, ghostly sound of the interstellar plasma, a rhythmic, haunting vibration that your instruments translate into a scream. You are in a permanent freezing twilight. You are the furthest piece of Earth in existence, and you are utterly, terrifyingly alone. But the true horror of Voyager 1 is not the distance. It is the decay, like the exiled King Pluto. Voyager 1's heart is powered by a tiny amount of radioactive heat. It carries 3 radioisotope thermoelectric generators, pellets of plutonium that have been shivering and quaking for nearly half a century. But that heat is fading. Every year, the probe loses about 4 watts of power. To survive, Voyager 1 has had to become a Frankenstein monster. NASA engineers have been forced to turn off its eyes, its cameras, leaving it blind in the dark. They have turned off its heaters, leaving its limbs to freeze in the -200-degree cold. In late 2023, the monster finally revealed its age. Voyager 1's brain, its flight data system, began to stutter. It stopped sending science data and started transmitting a meaningless loop of ones and zeros. It was like a broken limb dragging behind a pale blue corpse. For months, the world thought the messenger was dead. We thought the great deafening silence had finally swallowed it. But in a feat of mathematical madness, engineers sent a signal, a whisper that took 22.5 hours to reach the probe and another 22.5 hours to return. They managed to re-glue the shattered pieces of its memory, much like the moon Miranda was clumsily glued back together after a collision. Voyager 1 woke up, but it is a dying world. Its magnetic heart is beating slower every day, and eventually the shield will collapse entirely. Many people believe Voyager 1 has left the solar system, but science tells us a darker truth. While Voyager has left the magnetic influence of the sun, it has not escaped the sun's gravity. In about 300 years, Voyager 1 will enter the Oort Cloud. This is the shattered graveyard of our solar system, a collection of broken things and charcoal dark boulders that reflect almost no light. It is a stealth system hiding in the dark. Voyager will spend the next 30,000 years drifting through this chaotic engine of ice. It will be a silent hunter in a dark forest, passing through the remains of comets that never were. It will not land on these rocks. It will simply glide past them like a shadow in the dark, a ghost moving through a graveyard. Only after it exits the Oort Cloud can we truly say it has left home. But by then, the noisy, living blue marble that sent it will be a planetary fossil of a different era. Why did we send this sacrificial messenger into the abyss? Bolted to the side of Voyager 1 is a monument to our curiosity, the Golden Record. It is a message in a bottle, thrown into a cosmic ocean of potential. It contains the sounds of rain, the heartbeat of a mother, and greetings in 55 languages. It is our artificial whisper in the cosmic noise, but in the cosmic horror of time, the record is a tragedy. By the time any silent hunter finds this record, The civilization that created it might be an echo of a failed civilization. The record is not a conversation. It is a ghost story. It is a silhouette of pure black, carved into gold. A message of love sent from a world that might already be rust. We sent Voyager 1 to find out if we are an anomaly or a miracle blooming in a barren cosmic desert. But as it drifts further into the blue abyss, it becomes a mirror. It forces us to look back at the only pale blue dot we've ever known and realize that the silence is not an absence. It is a reminder of just how precious our fragile existence is. Voyager 1 is currently in the interstellar medium, the space between the stars. It is the last lighthouse before the total darkness of deep space. In the 2030s, the tiny amount of radioactive heat will finally fail. The frozen zombie core of its computer will turn off forever. Voyager 1 will not crash. It will not be shredded by a failed star like Jupiter or vaporized by the Lord of Chaos. It will simply be a piece of dead, floating debris. A beautiful pale blue corpse of a machine drifting in the dark for eternity. It will continue its silent dance in the dark long after our own sun burns out. It is a scorched monument to a species that dared to knock on the door of the abyss. Voyager 1 is the universe's reminder that no matter how much we learn, there will always be mysteries we cannot solve. It is proof that inside the deepest darkness, we find the deepest questions about our own existence. We are just small guests living in the shadow of giants, and Voyager 1 is the only one of us that is never coming home. Stay curious. Keep looking up. Because the further we travel into the darkness, the more we realize that our little bit of light is the only thing that truly matters.